guess I could have a worse commute than this. Anyway, I'm on my morning commute. I'm taking a chance. This is the first time I've had the Harley out for an extended stretch of time. We'll see how this goes. Pardon the sniffles, as usual. I knew I had horrible mirrors, but I did not realize how terribly bad they were. These mirrors really stink. I can hardly see anything. I mean, I can see the lady behind me talking on the cell phone, which is not a preferred state of being. So this is McKnight Road. Normally it's not too wide open, or not very wide open. I feel highly conspicuous on my bike today. I got the mounting system from Ram on my bike here, and it's done a different sort of way than I did on my BMW. Instead of bolting it right to the bar, I took out 2 clutch screws and bolted it into the clutch mount. It's a little less obtrusive that way, and I kind of like how it turned out. I can tell right now that I'm much more comfortable on the other bike. Well, why don't I talk about how I got back into motorcycling. When I was 25, I got the bug to ride a motorcycle because a friend of mine wanted to go helmet shopping. He didn't have a bike, but it was his idea that once he got the helmet, he'd be able to take the test and become a bike rider. Well, I went with him to the helmet store and picked out a helmet and got a permit, and then made a deal with my brother to buy my first bike. This was a Honda Nighthawk 450. It was a pretty decent bike. Actually, it was a very nice bike. It was really smooth. It was a standard. I'm not sure they make a bike like that anymore. They seem to be making sport bikes and all kinds of dual purpose bike, but that one was kind of retro looking, and it's funny because I used to call it my Fonzie bike. I only had that a couple of years because I found out pretty quick that number one, I wasn't very good at biking back then, and my wife Karen was really not into it. So after moving it from my one apartment to my other apartment, and then from the apartment to the house, I realized, hey, you probably don't need this thing, and I ended up selling it to that friend's brother, the friend that went to buy the helmet. We went to buy the helmet together. Sold it to him. Never saw it again. I actually bought this bike before the motorcycle safety class, or right at the same time. I know I hadn't passed my test yet, or taken my test yet, before I got it. This is a Sportster 1200 custom. If I had to do it all again, I'd go back and get either a Nightster or 48. I just think they're much more updated looking, and they look like they might be a little bit more fun. Not that this isn't fun. This one can feel cumbersome every once in a while because I have the huge windshield on it and the big piece of luggage in the back. There's the city. This is one of my favorite routes in because you get to see the skyline on the way in. Soon after I got this bike, I went back to bike shopping because I realized that the type of riding that I wanted to do was really not cruiser bike riding. The whole original getting back into biking was because of a cruiser bike commercial, and I thought that is what I would have liked, but it turns out I want something a little bit more sporty, but not crotch rocket style. So we went to the BMW store and I picked up a F650 GS. My first comment on that is it really made me feel like I bought the wrong bike in the Sportster, because the dynamics of the bike are completely different, the seating position is completely different, the steering is, everything is different. On the BMW, I feel like I'm a part of the bike and I'm riding in the bike rather than sitting on a moving object. And it's not necessarily bad to feel like you're sitting on a moving object. That's the kind of thrill that you're looking for, and every once in a while it feels cool to do that. But for long commutes and, you know, just general riding, the other bike is a lot more comfortable than this one. It's taller, so there was some adjustments. I can really only get 1 foot flat on the ground when I'm sitting on it, and then that's even a compromise, so I end up towing it. I can get both toes, both sides down if I'm just using my toes, so that's okay. I would much rather it be the other way though, both flat. Like on this Harley, I can hold up the bike with my knees because both my feet are flat. It just feels very very short and kind of manageable in size. I guess I could have a worse commute than this. Isn't that nice with the sun? Terrible because I keep capturing it on tape that I'm doing that illegal turn. That's funny. Hi, Cindy. Alright, I'm here at work. There's Stacy's car. I'm gonna shut off the camera now. I'll see you.